You may ask your first question about. Nandiyan po yung mic sa harapan. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. Can you just briefly tell us about this program? Very briefly lang, what is the goal of this? What's its mission?
So thank you. Thank you very much. Meron na? Okay. Thank you for the question. So first, I'd like to inform everyone that this is a program under the Balik Scientist, which was started as early as 1975, wherein we would like to bring in more of our people from abroad dahil nagsabi naman may brain drain. And this is one form of brain gain. So the Balik Scientist program, starting off in 1975, but strengthened through law, which was enacted in 2018. The law provides more incentives to the Balik Scientists, and this provides also a legal basis for us to bring in more scientists. So that program, since 1975, have already brought in around 700 something Balik scientists with about 900 plus engagements. So it's not a one-to-one correspondence, as I have told you earlier, dahil some of the Balik scientists are coming back more than once. So ang engagement is not on a one-to-one basis. But since then, we have already instituted about 170 host institutions. The host institutions include academe, research and development institutes, even LGUs. Nagkuha sila ng Balik scientists to help them out. And one of the results of that is the activity done by Dr. San Pedro with the OST-MRLPC. So Dr. San Pedro will give you the background of what he has accomplished so far.
So actually, I was engaged under the PATA program through the UMSC Balik Scientist program. So I came from South Korea, and then I was engaged here at the UMSC NYRDC, where I support the PATA program. So long story short, the PATA program is all about promoting Industry 4.0 here in the country. So our goal is really to help the different MSMEs adopt technology and become stronger in this thing. So as we equip and strengthen our MSMEs, they actually learn and improve our economy. As the MSMEs are backbone of our economy. So throughout the past 6 months, we've been going around Philippines, engaging different MSMEs, trying to understand their different needs, and working with them on solutions to help them grow and embrace the different possibilities of technology.
So you mentioned in the times needs something. What exactly would you find? And you most feasible to resolve now through this program?
So actually, again, the POT program is all about pushing for Industry 4.0. But let's face it, not everyone is ready for Industry 4.0. A lot of the MSMEs that we talk to simply just need an industrial grade office. And that's very far from Industry 4.0, but that's a small step to our long-term goal. So our goal is to equip them, make them much more capable, to help them deliver more, produce more, as they actually transition from being an MSME to an SME to later a huge, rich, big business that helps service our mission, that service other countries even. And that begins with a small project. So it's a small step, but later we work with them through this journey. So it's not a one-off thing where we give you the song and then you're done. But rather we work with them on different solutions, we help them grow and embrace Industry 4.0 as we help them grow.
Thank you.
Hello po, I'm Angelica from Manila Standard po. No? Most of our Filipino scientists po choose to work abroad po. No? Pero what do you think po yung need natin or maitutulong ng government para po mas marami po yung like bumalik dito sa na scientist sa country?
So I think the Public Scientist Program is one way of encouraging Filipino scientists to come back. And it's not only for a short term providing a GMO, but planning for the medium term, which is 6 months, 6 months to 1 year. 6 months to 1 year is the short term, and the medium term is 1 year to 3 years. And 3 years and above ay yung mga long term. Meaning sila na yung bumalik for good. And we have a lot of them that came back to the Philippines for good. So I don't think that we're tapping on the incentive itself. Because it's not the incentive. Dahil ganito lang yung binibigay natin. Will not compare what they're earning abroad. But I think we're tapping on the hearts of the scientists to come back and help the country to develop. So yun yung trigger point namin for them to come back. And I think for some Pedro will attest to that na kaya siya bumalik because of patriotism. Mahal nila ang Pilipinas. So yun yung selling point namin program. And we have other programs na pwede naman silang bumalik, but I think this has been put into law basically because we want Filipinos to come back. And itong mga Filipinos na ito, hindi requirement na Filipino ka pa rin ng citizenship laws. But pwede ka, even if you're already a naturalized citizen in another country, or you were born there, doesn't make Filipino descent. Ibig sabihin, one of your parents is Filipino by blood.
With Dr. Lea said, pero Dr. San can you support that statement?
Definitely. So actually, the Balik Scientist Program is actually a way for foreign-based scientists like me to get back to our country. So let's face it, there's a lot to do in the Philippines, and there's a lot more that we can contribute. So as scientists based abroad, we've amassed certain knowledge that we want to share here in our country. Because, I mean, imagine just being stuck doing your own thing over and over again. That's not progress. But if you bring in new information to help support, because we've had that exposure the moment that we step out of the Philippines, we've seen what happens abroad, and oftentimes it's that reason that Filipinos don't want to go back. Because you see very the beauty of how easy it is abroad. And the Balik Science Program allows us to bring that exposure here to our country with a goal of making the Philippines better.
Since malaki na po yung nagagawa ni AI po sa atin naman, no? Pero talking about the summit pero ano naman po yung major issues po na involving generative AI in education yung i-address ng summit?
So actually, as I end my short-term engagement in the Scientist Program, I'm quite busy working on the summit that we're organizing. So it's an international conference that we've been doing for the last 2 years in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And then just last year, I was tapped after the conference to do it here in the Philippines. So it's the ASEAN stakeholder, the Southeast Asian Stakeholder Summit on Generative AI for Education. So it's an initiative that we're working on with the UNESCO chair, it's at the Asia Pacific University. as well as the Southeast Asian Ministers of Education Organization, basically a collection, a group of the cabinet secretaries of the different ASEAN countries. So we want to spark conversation because again, going back to my short-term engagement here at NEOS and the MIRDC, we've seen that the grassroots are really educational institutions. We need to better equip them. And with this fast-paced technology that we have, AI, we need to keep up. And the summit actually serves as a forum where we bring together different stakeholders, different experts from our neighboring ASEAN countries, where we learn the different best practices and we can apply that to our institutions here in the country. So it's a gathering that helps ASEAN in general. So not just the Philippines, we all learn from each other, and it's a venue where we can collaborate and create more together as one.
Thank you so much, Mark.